Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday, your daily stop for virtual reality content. My name is Dee, and today we are going to be checking out Euclidean. Euclidean describes itself as a game of geometric horror, a slow descent into the dark, into madness, in futility and despair, where things greater than you watch and wait and dream. I can't tell from that description exactly what genre it is, what kind of experience to expect, except that it's going to have some kind of interesting horror elements, which should be always fun because you guys love to watch me suffer. And it's created by a small indie studio. It's selling on Steam. It's based on SteamVR, which means it has support for both the HTC Vive, which is not quite out yet, as well as the Oculus Rift. I will be playing it on my Oculus Rift DK2. I tested it out, and the latest versions of SteamVR work great on the DK2. Some earlier versions, like I used for Talos Principle, had a lot of weird issues. They only worked in extended mode. They were hard to set up. But this really worked right out of the box for me and was great performance, and I have no problems with it. So hopefully this is going to be, we're going to see a lot of SteamVR games that will run great on both platforms. This game was created by a small studio called Alpha Wave Entertainment, which is actually not an independent studio. They are a division of a studio called AAD Productions that is a VFX and indie game studio based out of Seattle. And Alpha Wave Entertainment, according to them, was founded in April 2015, less than a year ago, to work on these kind of small-scale experimental games and to breach this new medium of virtual reality, and among other things. And to create a full-fledged commercial game that's selling on Steam, even if it's just for a few dollars, even if it's just a 1.5 hour experience, is in less than a year is pretty incredible, especially when they only have, I believe, 5 developers working on this. They have a creative director who kind of came from their earlier project Frontiers. He was the lead writer on that project, and he became the creative director on this project. He is Ryan A. Span. So this is a small project, but a lot of people have given it rave reviews, and I can't wait to jump in and give my first impressions of it. So before I started up this game, I had to actually calibrate it, which is a thing I have to do with SteamVR, where you face your headset forward, and then you hit a calibrate button, and then you put your headset on the table, but still within view of the tracking camera. You tell it how tall the table is, and you calibrate that. That tells it where the floor is. And the interesting thing with SteamVR is in most DK2 applications, you have like a reset key that you're supposed to press as soon as the game starts. SteamVR takes a different approach where it's calibrate once and then use that calibration in every game. This requires a little bit more setup, but it requires less resetting later on, so that's a trade-off. And as I mentioned, this is about a 1.5 hour game, and I love to play all the way through things on my channel. So I'm going to probably break this into 2 or 3 episodes, but I'm going to do my best to get through the whole experience so I can really, really get a full, complete impression of the project. Without further ado, let's jump into Euclidean and get our minds blown. Alright, here I am. The logo screen is already amazing. Everything is in stereoscopic 3D. Everything is fully tracked. I have correct parallax. This particular screen for the audio 3Dception support was not tracked with my head, but everything else here is fully tracked. There is no judder. It is running at a smooth 75 frames a second, and it is a beautiful environment. I love games that drop you right into a beautiful environment right off the bat. Okay, what am I going to do here? By the way, of course, although I'm showing you guys on your screen just one eye view because it's easier to show in a video and it's easier for me to record, inside the headset I am seeing both the left and the right eye views, and I have full stereoscopy of this entire environment. So this easel here looks like it's no more than 1 meter away from me, maybe a few feet. This telescope just a little bit farther. And then there's this big drop off right as we go past this cliff here. Is that? Whoa, what's going on? Am I already being assaulted by geometry in the credits in the menu screen? This is very... Oh, Jesus. No, 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 no. You let... Not cool. What the fuck? The door... No! What? Avoid? Okay, I'm gonna try and use my Xbox 360 controller. I did not think I was starting the game already. What do you mean I'm not supposed to be here? You're the ones who put me here? Holy Jesus. What are those? Those look like arms trying to grab me. Oh, that's really close to my face. Ah! Okay, one of those things just grabbed me and I died. I need to be more careful. Need to figure out how to move here. Can I move? How do I even move? Do I have to use my keyboard? Surely I don't have to use my keyboard. I can play with the gamepad, right? So I'm trying to use my Xbox 360 controller. But I don't think I can move. Whoa, I've got a body! I just noticed I have a body and it's made out of shimmery greenness. This is pretty fucking surreal. Ah, Jesus. Okay. I might have to use my keyboard. Alright, that's fine. I will just bring it a little bit closer so I can reach the keys. Okay, the keys aren't doing anything even. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I cannot figure out these controls. Oh wait, I'm moving now. I'm swimming with my green fuzzy body. Yeah, that's right, you stay away. Stay away. Okay, I'm gonna drift over this way. Avoid those hands. I'm sinking through some kind of ocean. And there's creepy hands trying to grab me. And I'm like a skeleton made out of green light. This is very, very abstract. But it's a beautiful art style and aesthetic. You can tell the artists who worked on this were really creative. Whoa, whoa, no, 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 no! No! No, don't touch me! Don't you dare. Triangle monster. Whatever the fuck you are. Oh, Jesus. One of them touched me. Okay. I have to be a little more careful. Starting over from the beginning. It says I can change the difficulty level at any time. That is its little hint that I suck. Alright. Not a problem. I will try and keep an eye on where I'm falling. Well, I wasn't the one who put me here. So stop yelling at me. No, 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 no! Jesus, that was close. Okay, I'm just gonna keep my head looking down, seeing what is approaching. Do not get near the triangle monster. You know that thing's gonna assault you. Do not wake up the triangle monster. Oh, Jesus, more hands. More hands! No, 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 don't fall on the rocks! No! And the triangle monster's gonna get me! Rule of 3. Okay. I'm still surprised I can't move with my controller. Is that like a setting I messed up? Let me check out the settings. So the settings are actually interesting. You press start at any time and it freezes the action all around you, which gives you this beautiful stereoscopic view of all the little bubbles just hanging in midair. You can adjust the quality settings if you're having any trouble with judder. You can adjust it. I'm gonna put mine to maximum, because why not? There we go. I'm not sure how these controls work exactly. High, medium, high, maximum. Whatever. Language English. What other languages can I get? Español, Italiano, Francais, Deutsch, and English. European languages. I can turn on captions. I'm going to leave those on for you guys, in case you can't hear the voices. VSync is on. I believe you have to have VSync on in VR mode. It's kind of mandatory, like the Oculus SDK or the SteamVR SDK won't even let you turn it off. Body and crosshair. So I have my body. I can turn off my body. Now I have no body. I ain't got no body. I guess it'll come back when I unpause. Crosshair is the little dot in front of me. I want to keep that so I can see where I'm pointing. What other options do I have? Nightmarish. Should I really leave it on nightmarish? And permadeath? Is that really an option? It's hard enough as it is. Come on. I think we're gonna drop down to... Oh, come on! Oh my god. The difficulty levels are hard, nightmarish, impossible. Those are my 3 options? Fuck you. I guess I'll stick with nightmarish. Alright. Left stick up is to move forward. Right bumper is to phase. Oh, that's useful. So I can temporarily phase myself to protect myself. Recenter, stuff and things. Stuff and things? Well, I don't need to recenter because I'm in SteamVR. Like I said, you just calibrate once and it remembers. Left stick down to move backwards, left stick left and right. So left stick should do the trick here. That should be all I need. Here are my volumes. I'm going to leave them alone. Alright. Resume. Whoa. I'm returned into darkness. Where'd my body go? I thought I turned it back on. Bring back my body. Okay, that might be a bug. That's fine. Well, I am here, and I'm coming for you. I'm gonna take you out. Everything's so foggy. Okay, so my control stick is moving me. I don't have to use my keyboard, which is good. It's just moving me slowly, so I was a little bit deceived. And I can temporarily phase using my right buffer. Will that protect me from the triangle monster? Oh, I can hear these things around me as they come out. Ah! No, no, stay away. Oh, Jesus, triangle monster! No! No, 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 no! So they make this interesting choice where whenever you die, first of all, the environment stays right where it was at the moment you died, so you can see kind of what happened to you. Except some things are still moving, which is, whoa, what the fuck? It's like flashing after my death. I guess that's what it does. But the death screen that you do to respawn just appears right in front of wherever you're looking at the time, so you don't lose track of it. Sometimes I prefer it that way. Sometimes it's a little bit unnatural to just have it appear wherever you happen to be looking, even if you're looking in a strange direction or in the middle of turning your head. Alright. So my body is back now that I've respawned. I'm a skeleton again. I find it really useful to have a body in this game because so many of the things that kill you are like things that just, you know, barely touch your body. So it's kind of like trying to play Mario, like with an invisible Mario sprite, if you have your body off. Don't touch me. Oh, those things are creepy. So the 3D audio is great in this game, as I mentioned. You can hear these things as they come out of the rock, and that gives you a warning, a really important warning, to start moving your body to avoid them. This is just the beginning. What happens after I float all the way down through this stuff? Jesus! No, 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 no! How do I get past the triangle monster? I did it before. Oh my gosh. Tip, your heartbeat will tell you when what? Oh, my heartbeat accelerates when there's danger. There's so many cool audio cues in this game. I guess that's how I'm supposed to deal with its ridiculous level of difficulty. Alright. I know I'm not supposed to be here. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. Alright, let's keep falling. Technically, such a thing is possible. I could stop playing the game at any time. Perhaps I should. No! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Alright. I just barely avoided those. Triangle monster! Get away from me. I'm just gonna move as fast as I can away from the triangle monster. Alright. God, I need a checkpoint or something in this game. Apparently it'll only end with me dying over and over again. Just watch me fall directly into another stupid jellyfish or something. Whoa, what's going on? Am I falling into some... Is that an enemy or is that where... Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, it's flashing in one eye. That's a really disconcerting effect. But I like it. It really works well for what they're doing here. Well, what's happening? I'm just looking at it and all these blobs are coming at me. I feel like this is supposed to happen, but I don't know where they're taking me. And I get more mysterious symbols and it turns into the chasm. Whoa! Hello? And I'm just breaking through things as I step on them. A lot of destructible environment stuff. More spindly arms coming out at me. I feel like these are going to become the kind of the standard enemy here. Let's crush this column. Apparently, just if I fall on any kind of rock, I just smash it to pieces. Because my skeleton body is all powerful. Holy shit, look at that thing. It's moving fast. Way faster than anything I've seen so far. No! Like vultures, they fly. Oh, Jesus. The chasm. How many stages does it have, I wonder? So evidently they're introducing new enemies as I go. It's very, very atmospheric, very dark. Lots of playing with light. Lots of creative enemies. So far, these little spindly things have been the mook, the thing that attacks me in every stage and keeps me constantly worrying about exactly where I'm falling. But these giant monsters are the ones that really freak me out. Oh, don't you dare touch me. Oh, there's like 5 of them now. It was bad enough with one of them. I don't like that. No! And I touched the stupid spindly arms. Alright. You know, I was asking for that. Let's crush another column. It makes me feel so much better I can fall into this thing and just smash it. Since I can't seem to actually harm any of the enemies, at least I can harm the architecture. Oh, I just fell right past that. That was very, very close. One thing that this game does really well, and I've said this many times, is that in a VR experience, you want to have a range of depths. You want to have the largest possible range of depths. You want things that are very close to you, like right in your face. You want things that are far away in the distance, and everything in between. And because depth perception and relative size perception works, and stereoscopy and everything just works better when you have that complete range of depths going on. And this is a game that does that very effectively. As you fall past things, they really pop up right in your face. They can fall like inches from your nose. Sometimes they are the scary enemies, just inches from your nose, and it is a terrifying experience. But then they also have these things a bit farther away that are much more dangerous, a little faster, a little bigger. I came by design. In fact, I paid $4 for the privilege of falling through your hellhole. So, don't call me a fool. I was asking for this. Oh, it's going flashy flash. And I fell past it. Oh, I got through all the enemies and then I fell past the glowy sphere and I died. You know what this reminds me of? You guys are going to laugh at this. This reminds me more than anything of For the Awesome, which is a base jumping game. And it's odd because the tone is so different. But the mechanics are actually surprisingly similar. For the Awesome is all about descending. Holy Jesus, that was right in my face and then it grabbed me. Okay. So, For the Awesome, it's a base jumping game. It's all about, like, falling at high speeds through, from the air, from a building, and getting past lots of obstacles. And if you hit any of the obstacles, you smash and die. Whereas in this game, you're falling very, very slowly past the obstacles, but there's just a bunch of obstacles. And in a way, this kind of works better, because in VR, you always feel more comfortably when your speed is reduced to a comfortable level. Ah! That was too close. Don't you... I got my eye on you, jellyfish things, spindly, horny... I don't know what they are. As long as they don't touch me, I don't care what they are. Okay. Obviously, also the theming and the tone are very, very... Oh, that's like a snake or something? Like a... Oh, these things are like just chewing into my, like, primal brain and all its fear of poisonous monsters and snakes and sea creatures that want to eat me. Okay. Phasing can make nearby obstacles... Do what? How do I... Okay, right bumper to phase. Whoa! Okay, I figured out how to phase. Okay, that's going to be useful. It's a very cool effect. Let's try it on this pillar. By your mere presence. Okay, let's try this one more time. And phase. Whoa. Okay, so that looks like it's a way to temporarily protect myself for just a couple seconds. I should have used my phasing. Obviously, the theming and tone are very different. Awe for the Awesome has this kind of very comic tone. It's like, and a very kind of absurdist humor tone. There's this one level where they just spend the whole time like... Oh, look at it go past while I'm phasing. Can I do that as often as I like? I don't think so. I think there's like a cooldown, but I can't see how long the cooldown takes. Alright. Well, I'm just... Whoa! Okay, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save my phasing. Now! Phasing saved my ass! Alright. So this is obviously more of a horror vibe, more of a deep sea horror, more of a primal horror and fear of the unknown and creatures of darkness, and in a world just unlike our own. Whereas Awe for the Awesome was a lot more comic and absurdist humor. They had this one level where they just spent like the whole time like just giving you meditation lessons. Very strange meditation lessons. I should not have wasted that phase. It's fine. I'm fine. I see it. I can see it. I see the sphere. I need to get closer to it. I need to get closer. So this part is actually a lot like Awe for the Awesome, because at the end of every level in Awe for the Awesome, you had to land on a landing circle, and if you didn't land in the landing circle, you would fall below the grid and die. And so this is kind of very similar in that respect. It's like a slow motion horror base jumping game, which is a very strange way of describing it, but that's kind of what this is like in terms of genre. I like the subtitles because it can be a bit hard to make out what the guy is saying, but especially when my volume is... Holy shit, that was close. That was really close. But the subtitles are glued to your face, meaning that they always appear just a little bit above the center of my vision, and sometimes that can make it quite hard to read, especially on a low resolution device like the DK2. Stay away, stay away, stay away! Oh, this is super creepy. So atmospheric. So is this game worth $4? I don't know yet. I need to see where it's still going. So far, I've got to say it's one of the most distinctive games in terms of its... Oh, even though I was phased, they still killed me. It still counts. Apparently phasing... Oh, I can't phase through solid objects. So as soon as I touched the solid object, I like landed and they killed me. Okay, so I need to avoid them. Incidentally, there are probably people out in the audience who are super good at this game and like have no problem just avoiding everything, and you are laughing and pointing at me right now. But, you know, I don't play very well when I am scared. Alright, what are those colored lights that... Oh, Jesus, they got me. I was looking away, and it flew right into me, and it got me. That's what happens. You have to keep aware of your surroundings at all time when you're in VR, or else you're going to be screwed. One reason, like, I like that they're doing this kind of cloudy underwater environment, partly because when you have limited visibility, it makes it easier to deal with performance issues. If you want to keep up that high frame rate, it's a lot easier when you can't see very far. You can set the far clipping plane closer, not have to render quite as much geometry. And I like that it's water because water works well in VR for a lot of reasons. First of all, because the limited field of view makes you feel a bit like you're wearing a diving mask. Ow, Jesus! They keep sneaking up on me, motherfuckers. Alright, okay. I'll be ready next time. I'll be ready to phase. So it's a bit like a diving mask, so I feel kind of like I'm coming down here in scuba gear, and I'm just looking at all this stuff through my diving mask, and it's actually consistent with the theme. It works well because the little bubbles of air and the other little things that float up around me enter my near stereoscopic field and help to create that range of depth that works so well in VR. Okay, I used that a little bit prematurely. Oh, that's what happens when I waste my phase. Alright. The creature paths are easier to see when phasing. Well, that's a good tip. Not that's helpful, since if I'm phasing, they can't hurt me anyway. I guess I'm supposed to use phasing to learn their paths? And then I try it again, and I phase at the correct time? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure this out. Right now, I'm just enjoying falling on the pillars, smashing them into pieces. Alright, I'm gonna get down through this. Oh, I did it too soon again! Oh, I've gotta get out of its path! I've gotta get out of its path! Gah! Son of a bitch! Alright, I can do this. I can do this. I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Okay, I gotta remember this time when I see the one pass right under me, do not use my phasing right away, because I'm gonna need it. Okay, here it comes, here it comes. Smashy, smashy. Alright. And is it time to phase? Almost time to phase? Ready, set, go! Alright, I did it. Good. Keep falling down. Into the lonely depths. I can see it! I see the sphere! What's happening? I can't see. Where's the sphere? I need to find it. It's gotta be below. Yeah, it's right below this platform. I can see it. I love this effect where they make the sphere just flash in one eye, just now and then, so you can see it coming. Okay, let's do this. There. Get in. Get in. Do it. Do it! No! 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 Sphere! Sphere, I need you! I need to come down on the other side of that rock, don't I? That's what I did wrong. It's really interesting, because that sphere is just the way it flashes, and it tells you that the sphere is down there, and it tells you about where it is, but it also it adds to the disconcerting nature of the game. And you can, those kind of effects just don't work as well on a monitor, because I really feel like there's like someone flashing a strobe light like right like in my eyes, in my face, like someone just grabbed a flashlight in a dark room and was just like strobing it at me. And it really gives me this sense of alarm, like what's going on. Oh, I pressed the wrong button on my gamepad. Gotta keep my button on that trigger. It's surprising how few controls this game uses. Like, one of the big philosophies of the design of the original NES games, like Super Mario Brothers, was that they just, you know, they didn't use so few buttons just because the NES controller happened to have only a few buttons. They deliberately designed those games to just try and use as few buttons as possible so that they would be very simple to pick up and play and learn. And this game also does a great job of giving you just those minimal controls, but still doing a lot with them. I did it! I did it! And I think that's one of the best ways to create... Oh, that was right over my head. One of the best ways to create really interesting experiences is just to start with just a really minimal set of controls and then try and build worlds and environments around those. See what you can build up. Stay away. Don't touch me. I need to go around this time. Okay, this time. I'm gonna fall down on... No! No, no, no! No. Oh. Swam under me. Good. I see it. I'm falling down in the right place this time. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Don't touch me! Jesus! Oh, I almost had it. Fucking jellyfish. Alright. I can do this. This is the kind of game where you can play the same level over and over again. And, you know, it's don't touch me. And it's very disconcerting, and it definitely makes you nervous and takes a lot of stamina out of you, but it's at the same time like you want to get through there. You want to show these monsters who is boss, and it is not them. They are just stupid jellyfish. I am the master. I am the skeleton. I am in charge. I am the glowy green skeleton, and the ocean belongs to me. Okay, let's get down there. Almost there. Remember this time to move forward instead of back. I always have this inclination to pull back because I don't want to run into the monsters that are coming up from behind me. Okay, I think I used that prematurely. That may be the death of me. No! I did. I used my phase prematurely. Oh, this sucks. Okay, I can do it. You will not defeat me, Chasm. I wonder, are they all going to be like this, or are these just the intro levels? Am I moving into a place that's going to be completely unlike this, not like the ocean at all? Or is it all going to be this kind of deep ocean play? Alright. By my mere presence, I am drawing attention to myself. Well, apparently I am drawing attention to myself because these guys are not leaving me alone. Whoa! Oh, the way all the sounds change when I go into phase mode is really, really cool. Like, I can hear them just whooshing past me, and it's a whole different kind of sound from how they normally sound. Normally, they're kind of silent stalkers swimming around in the water, and I can barely hear their passing at all. Whereas, when I'm in phase mode, I can hear their every movement. I can see their every movement. It really gives me a lot more insight into what's going on. But it also, obviously, I can only use it for a very short time. So it makes me vulnerable. Alright. I'm gonna be ready this time. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Now! Fuck yeah! That sphere is mine! Oh, my body's turning red now. I did it. I did it! Screw all you jellyfish losers! I'm on to the next stage! All these globules are gonna surround me, take me away from the chasm, drop me into the awakening. Let me guess. Another underwater hellhole. How is this one gonna be different? Okay, this one appears to have giant spinning razor saws of some sort. That's reassuring. And they have a backbone. Oh boy, this is very, very disconcerting. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna not fall into this platform. I believe I died when I fell into that. I thought I was gonna break it with my feet, but this one is too sturdy. That's very interesting how they solved the problem of like what happens if you land on one of these hard surfaces. They solved that problem by just saying, well, there's a bunch of spindly arms on every hard surface, and if you land on them, they snatch you and poke you and kill you, and they're poisonous and you die. And it's in some ways it's kind of a cop-out, but like they never have to worry about what happens if you land on a surface. You never have to have a walking animation. You don't have to they don't have to worry. Whoa! Oh, Jesus, let me go. Let me go. What happened? That thing, like, cut through me? But I'm okay? My existence is not purposeless. Lots of people are watching this video. Don't get in my head. There. The sphere. The sphere. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Almost there. I did it. I did it. All right. Progress. I think I got through that one in just 2 or 3 tries. That was not bad. Oh, look, that triangle monster just missed me. I was very, very fortunate. All right. The cage. Why is it called the cage? I don't like that name. Am I going to be falling between narrowly spaced bars? Because that is what that name suggests, and I don't like it. There is hope for me. I can win this game. I am good enough. I am the best at falling. This is gonna sound random, but that kind of reminds me of the ball from Metroid. Phase! Oh, thought you were gonna get me, didn't you? Didn't you? Alright. Okay, there's some kind of colored light spindles. Oh, and there's all this blinking going on. I'm probably gonna have to put an epilepsy warning on this video. I'm always a little careful with the epilepsy warnings just because the game makers don't always provide them, and they can present a real, actual, like, risk of seizure. That was close. I am getting these phases in at the last possible second. Holy shit, that went right by my head. Wait, my skeleton is red. Am I approaching the end? I think I am. I'm gonna phase just in case. I think I did it. I think I did it. Yes! Yes! So pro. So pro. I am wrecking this game now. I just had to warm up a little bit. Just had to warm up. To be fair, I am on the medium difficulty level, not the ridiculously hard one. Next level, the descent. Hasn't this whole game been a fucking descent? Alright, well maybe this is even more descent-y. You can write your concurring opinion, and I will write my dissent. Alright. I'm getting down the stair... Oh, there's a staircase. It's a spiral staircase. I have to actually float around the spiral staircase as I float downwards. I don't like this one bit. Not one bit! Holy shit, that was very, very close. This reminds me of those old King's Quest adventure games where you had to be super careful to... Like, in King's Quest 3, there's a staircase where you had to go down into the wizard's laboratory. And he was the wizard who had you imprisoned, and he was an evil wizard. And so you could only go down there when he was out of town. And additionally, if you took one wrong step, you would fall off the staircase and instantly die, because Sierra adventure games were completely unforgiving. But fortunately, I seem to have evaded falling to my death on the staircase. So that is good. Alright, I made it. Gotta keep an eye on all sides. I do not want to get surprised after making it through that section. Whoa! Don't touch me! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! I hope I didn't waste that. Oh, this game makes me so nervous. I constantly feel like everything I do is the wrong decision. And I know that's probably intentional. And there's more stairs. Fuck. 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 Alright, I can do this. I can do this. I ain't afraid of no stairs. I don't think there's actually any way to turn my body in this game, like to yaw my body left or right. There's a button to reset the camera, but that's it. Okay, I did not need to phase for that guy, so I did not. I believe that was the right decision. So I think I'm actually just supposed to always fall at the same orientation, and sometimes I have to move backwards, and sometimes I have to move forwards. It makes the whole thing much more disconcerting because I can't see where I'm going or what's going on. No, oh, this is bad. This is bad. I'm floating in the wrong direction. I've been floating in the wrong direction my whole life. I can't phase through solid surfaces. I'm about to die on the stairs if I'm not able to make it. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no! I'm too close. I'm too close. My heart is pounding. I can hear it. Not my real heart so much as the in-game heart. Wait, can I just fall through this part? Did I make it? Whoa, it's all pixelated. The stairs are pixelated. I don't know how they made that effect even work. Wait. Oh, the ball was over there. Oh, I hate it when I make it all the way down and I don't make the ball. Alright. Okay, how was I supposed to get over there? I think I was just supposed to go around the staircase faster so I could make it over there. That's all I can think. Alright, the descent. Let us descend the staircase. Alright. These guys are like, oh, these, I feel like I'm really going into like the deep part of a deep blacky ocean. And it's all just like ink all around me, and the flashes of light are all I can see by. Oh, Jesus. Death cubed. Cute. I was killed by a cube monster. All of my worst enemies are Euclidean. I believe that is why the game is called Euclidean. For some reason, it's interesting how the monsters are all made out of basic shapes. And somehow that, like, it's just the way they move that makes them feel like these terrifying monsters. Like, otherwise they would just be, you know, an assembly of abstract shapes with no particular meaning. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Now! I wouldn't call it removing me from existence with a thought. I would call it more removing me from existence by bashing their giant geometric heads into me. Man, this guy is trying to get down my self-esteem, but I ain't falling for that. I am super good at falling through mysterious, dark, foreboding oceans. And you're not going to tell me otherwise, evil voice. I'm keeping up my confidence. I am going to fall with style and grace and valor. So much valor. Alright. I haven't played this game on monitor, so I can't compare it to the monitor-based experience, but I feel like these games that are built around atmosphere and built around really taking you to another place are really some of the ones that work the very, very best in VR. Okay, okay, don't touch it, don't touch it. Ah! No! Oh, that was creepy. Did you see how right when that thing was sticking right into my face, I just instinctively pulled my head back to get out of its way? And like, I was not even thinking about that. That's one of the amazing things about VR. That you could just, don't you dare touch me. Okay. Well, used up my phase. Where is the sphere? Oh, it's gotta be close. Gonna make it this time. I've got to remember this time to stick near the inner column so I'm not wasting too much time floating near the outside. Okay. But yeah, atmospheric games work so well in VR because normally, like, if you're like just playing a game on your monitor, Like, you can see the foreboding world on your monitor, but around it, you have the context of your room, which reassures you, oh, I'm in my room. I am in a safe and comfortable place. Where the hell is... Sphere! Sphere! No! Sphere! 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 Give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Yes! Yes! I got it! I nearly missed it. I was like, where the hell is the sphere? Oh, fuck, it's right there. Alright. But yeah, when like you're just in your room, you feel like you see your room around the monitor and you feel comfortable. I think the best way to get a sense of an experience, a VR experience, on your monitor is just to like turn off all of your lights in your room till it's like pitch black, close all your windows and your curtains, and then just sit like super close to your monitor. Like sit so close that it's like filling up your vision. Not so close that you can't like focus your eyes on it, but as you know, as close as you can comfortably get. And don't you dare touch me. Okay. Whoa, these things are just popping into existence. Did you hear something? Was that a hint to use the audio keys? The battle. Am I doing a boss battle? Alright, I'm down to fight. I ain't afraid of no jellyfish. I'm gonna own you. Come on. Show me your worst geometric shapes. Oh, that is freaky how it's all pixelated like that. Okay, let's fall right through this guy. Not afraid. Not afraid. Not afraid. Oh, it's teleporting all over the place. Why don't I get teleportation? The only ability I get is stupid phasing. Great. Alright, I can win this. Like, I think you know what I mean if you've ever played a horror game and turned all the lights off and sat real close and worn headphones and just turned them up nice and loud. That is the closest... Oh, I fell on a rock like an idiot. That is pretty much the closest you can get to a VR experience today. And if you've played a horror game like that, you know how terrifyingly engrossing it can be. And that's what everything is like in a VR game. All the time. In fact, it's even more engrossing and immersive than that. Whoa. Whoa. I was inside it and then... Oh, hi there. Bye there. Nobody's gonna get me. You know what that reminds me of, kind of, is, this reminds me of the EVA designs from Neon Genesis Evangelion. How they had all these, like, parts sticking out, and they were kind of organic and kind of non-organic at the same time. This is creepy. This is super creepy. Alright, I can do this. I can handle it. I feel like... My heart is racing and I'm breathing so fast and all the water has turned blood red. Alright, I can handle this. Don't touch the rock. Don't be stupid. It's a little bit weird how even if I feel like my feet should be touching the rock already, they don't quite touch it. I think they give me a little leeway. And they kind of hide parts of my body if I haven't quite ran into the rock. So just to make the game a little bit easier. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I feel like in some of these cases, I really should have brushed my body up against the obstacles, but I just did not quite do it. The phasing takes time to recharge. Okay, let's do it. One of the issues in this game, this is just a super common issue in VR games, is the reticle. The reticle is floating out in front of me at a fixed... I am so stupid. It's floating in front of me at a fixed distance, and that means whenever I look far away in the water at an enemy, whenever I look at something super up close, the reticle is going to separate into a doubled reticle. And that's just because its stereoscopic distance does not match the distance of the object that I'm looking at. That was close. Okay, pull back. I feel like they're like censoring the rock. It's like some kind of pornographic rock. Because it's all pixelated. Or maybe it's in the witness protection program. Okay, I saw that monster right next to me, but I could not use my phasing because I had used it too recently. Okay, let's do this. I mentioned before that in Awe for the Awesome, they did this interesting trick where they made down not be straight down in the real world. They made it actually... Oh, it disappears right before I hit it. So I don't have to phase for that one. Okay. Oh, now... Come on, I'm not that bad at this game. Now even the evil voice is making fun of me. Okay, I'm gonna fall through this guy. I'm gonna fall through. And I'm okay. Everything is gonna be alright. Just watch me get all the way to the bottom again and just miss the sphere like an idiot. They call this the battle, but it doesn't feel like much of a battle. It feels more like just more avoiding death. Because I am doing no damage to this monstrosity. These are very kind of Cthulhu-esque monsters in the sense that they're not the kind of monster that you get an awesome weapon and then you shoot it at the monster and the monster dies. These are more the kind of monsters that like your mortal mind cannot comprehend. All you can do is hope to stay alive a little bit longer and not go completely insane. I see it. I see the flashing. I see the flashing light. It's right below me. I think I'm gonna make it. Show me it. There. I see it. I'm trying to move toward it. Oh, that guy is waiting for me. But I'm not afraid. I'm gonna use my phasing. Yes! One more down. I don't know how many levels there are. I know they just said this is like an hour-and-a-half time game, so I think I'll be able to get all the way through it. I might take a little longer than that because I'm sucking so badly. What is this? The Embrace? That's not a cool name. I don't like this name. I don't like this music. I don't like anything about this. Oh no. So, with a name like The Embrace, I feel like we are going to be very soon facing something very uncomfortable. Like something completely surrounding our body. Well, I can perceive enough to survive. That's all I care about. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I should have seen that one coming. I need to watch both below me and off to the side so I can avoid those monsters. I feel like at this beginning part, like I'm going into like the mouth of some giant worm, or into like the bowels of some giant creature that wants to eat me. Or maybe some crater, some deep crater. In any case, I'm going to stay away from that worm. And then it's going to come back down. Don't taunt me, evil voice. I'm on to you. Oh, Jesus. They got me again with the exact same thing. You're not scaring me. I can handle a little horrifying from beyond this universe evil creatures. I've done this before. I've gone through all of your stupid challenges. You're not gonna get me now. I am Green Skeleton, and I am awesome. Alright, this time, keep my eyes out to the side. Wait for the enemy to arrive. Okay, there comes one. Now! And I hit the rock. Oh, I was so close. Alright, the Embrace. I feel like the names of these stages are just becoming more and more disconcerting over time. They're doing a very good job of creating a very uncomfortable atmosphere. I mentioned when I was playing the horror stage in my most recent video in Distance, they used a lot of these same tricks of having kind of the flashing effects. that startle you, that can manipulate your body and attack you. Except in distance, those things were relatively benign. All they really did was take you into... Now! Whoa! Did you see that? It swam right through me. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me, you motherfuckers. Alright. So in distance, they were relatively benign. All they did was, you know, pick me up and then teleport me to an alternate part of the track. But here, every one of these things wants to eat me and poison me and tear apart my body and eat my soul. And I am not down with that. I am just going to my dating profile right now and saying, if you are an evil creature made out of geometric shapes who wants to eat my soul, do not message me. Not interested. No! No, 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 don't land on the rock. Oh, damn it. Alright, alright. So these mist effects, like, one of the big challenges in VR is to do fog or mist or other atmospheric effects in a way that is actually kind of convincing, because the conventional way that they used to do this is they would just render it onto a plane, and then that plane would be translucent and they would stick it in front of you or put it on a cube around you, and then they, you know, on a monitor, that's just, well, that was really, really close. And on a monitor, that would just be good enough. But when you're in VR, you can actually use your stereoscopy to tell, oh, that's just a translucent texture on a plane. And so that trick no longer works. Whoa, those guys just went right through each other. I don't know how they do that. Are they like 4-dimensional? I guess maybe they are. They are geometric. Maybe they're 4-dimensional maybe they're hypercubes or hypertoruses or some shit. I don't know. Maybe these are all slices of hypercubes. I have not studied hypercubes enough to be able to identify all of their 3-dimensional slices. Okay, phase through that. Phase through that. I think that was a waste of a phase. Hopefully I'm not going to need it. Oh, stay away from me, worm. Is that worm going to come back down? I think it is. I feel like it's going to come back down. Nope. It's not coming back down. That's fine with me. That thing is appearing over my head. Okay, do not land on any surfaces this time. I've got to keep on falling. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm not afraid. 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 Everything's alright. This is one of those games where you look down a lot, so you guys are probably going to see a lot of the top of my head in the face cam. So that's not very engaging. Sorry about that, but that's just how you play falling games. Alright. I feel like this is going to become a whole genre of games. Like, I think they're kind of combining two genres of games that have already been established as working in VR. One of them being horror games, and the other being... I'm just phasing just to be careful. And the other one being falling games, like Off for the Awesome. I did it! Whoa, what's going on now? Where are these purple drops taking me? Get me out of here, purple drops! What's the next stage? What's the next stage? The snarl? The snarl. Snarl. That is a very uncomfortable name. I feel like all of these names were written by someone who has a taste for just how to make something sound like a place where you don't want to be or go, ever. Like if there were a country called Snarl Land, that is not a country I would want to visit, regardless of how good their wine or cheese was. Too slow to run. Oh. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. I wonder how many more stages there are. I've been playing for quite a while, so I think I must be making progress, but I don't know how many stages there are. I don't know if that 90-minute time is based on like an optimal playthrough where you know exactly what you're doing. Is it gonna come at me? Is it gonna come at me? What is it doing? It's just moving right next to me. Phasing isn't even helpful. Oh, this is freaking me out. I feel like I'm in some kind of music video all of a sudden. Why am I not getting anywhere? Is it moving down with me? What's even happening? What is this thing? What is this thing and why is it following me? I don't like it. I don't like it. Is avoiding this thing gonna be the whole stage? Okay, I think I'm getting a little bit farther away from it. I hope. Do not stick your tail out at me. I will phase. I have a phase saved up for you. I'm not afraid of you. Okay, I avoided its tail. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Am I near the sphere? Is it down there? Can I see it flashing? Is that it? Is that the flashing of the sphere? That is flashing anyway. It might not be the flashing I'm looking for. I love how they have just all these subtle audio-visual cues to direct you away from enemies, to direct you towards your goal. It's all just giving you just enough information to make the game feel fair. Oh, it's so big! Oh, this may be the largest creature that ever existed in a VR game. I'm keeping my eye on you. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Where'd it go? I do not like it when it's out of my sight. Okay, it's alright. I just gotta keep falling towards the flashing light. That's all I really need to do. I see you. I see you. Oh, I don't... This is... I swear to God, this is the most disturbing stage yet. The way that thing just keeps coming close to me but not quite touching me. At any second it could grab me and destroy me. At this point, I don't even know how dangerous this stage is. I don't know if it even is dangerous. I don't know if it can hurt me at all. But I am freaked the fuck out. Okay. Alright, I'm just heading for the blinking light. That's my only refuge. All I can do is keep my eye on the blinking light. Wait, I see it! I see the sphere! I swear I see it. Gotta keep my eye on my surroundings. I cannot let it get away. Cannot let it get away. I see it! The sphere, it's right under me. I saw it for just a second. For just a flash, I saw it. It's right down there. Uh-oh. Okay, it's right over there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Do not. What's even happening? I can't see it. Oh, every time the light flashes, I just catch a glimpse of the monster. Oh God. Okay, the sphere's over there. Gotta edge left. Gotta edge left. Gotta edge left. Come on. Oh God. Oh God. This is not my idea of a good time. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Keeping an eye on that blocky tail. It's there. It's there. It's on my left still. Gotta keep moving left. Okay, is it time to phase? It's not time to phase. I phased prematurely. Oh God. Now I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable. This is bad. This is very bad. And I'm too far from the sphere. I didn't move far enough to the left. Sphere. Sphere. No. Sphere. Sphere. Fuck you, monster. So close. So close. Alright. Alright. The snarl. Let's give this one more try. I seriously, this so far has been by far the most disconcerting stage for me because, you know, I can handle navigating my way through a maze of static objects. I can handle creatures moving with a predefined pattern that I have to avoid. but there's no way to predict what this thing is gonna do. It's enormous, and it could take me out with one swipe of its enormous appendage. And I don't know what it's gonna do. It's completely unpredictable and completely terrifying. And there's just nothing else in this world except for me and that creature. I have no reference points. I have no way to know if I'm anywhere near the sphere. I have no way to... Oh, that was close. That was close. Are there two of them? I'm not changing. I'm the same green skeleton I've always been. Same green skeleton I was as a young child. I've grown up into... Okay, I'm just gonna keep falling. Keep falling. I'm gonna stay out of this thing's way. I am just holding the control stick down and floating as far away as I can from these monsters. Hopefully, if I just stay far away from them, I'm not gonna have any trouble. But I can't predict what they're going to do. That's what makes it so terrifying, and they're the only thing down here with me. Nothing but me and those giant things. Just need to fall straight down towards... Oh, and everything's blood red. And those glowing symbols just... Whoa! Whoa, that tail's right in my face. I am lucky that didn't hit me. Super lucky. Does that mean the monster's right behind me? It might be. I can't even see anything. It's all inky black. It's all blood red. It's all nothingness. It's all a void of inky blood red water. Oh god. This must be what deep sea dive... Oh shit. Shit. This must be what deep sea divers feel like when they are like down in the depths of the ocean. Just surrounded by all kinds of, you know, inky black darkness, and like their headsets, you know, they have those lights on their head, but those can only see so far in the depths of the deep ocean. Like, cause there's no surface light down there. It doesn't shine, it doesn't make its way down through the water. Everything is dark and cold, and they can only see what they're... That was close. I'm on to you. Okay. But they can only see things that are practically right in front of their face because everything's so dark, and they just have their head flashlights or their handheld flashlights. And I think this must be what it's like for them, navigating those depths. There's like giant squids and shit down there. And imagine if you're just down there and like you can only see 10 feet in front of you. Don't touch me. I am not changed. I'm gonna get through this with my sanity intact. I can handle it. So, and can you just imagine if they were down there and, you know, 10 feet in front of them, that all they can see, and then suddenly, like a giant squid just popped up in front of them, they would be freaked the fuck out. This is exactly how this game makes me feel. Like I'm some kind of deep sea diver in some otherworldly alien ocean, surrounded by these geometric monsters that are at once familiar, like, you know, creatures of our own ocean, but at the same time just abstract and terrifying because they're so geometric in their design. And it's beautiful art and beautiful atmosphere. And talking about the technical aspects of the game helps me not to be afraid. But I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it if I can remember where the sphere is. Is it below me? Is it right below me? I think it's right below me. I see it right below me. But that means the creature is right below me too. So I've got to keep an eye out. I've got to be ready. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready when it appears right below me. What's happening? Oh, the way these particles move up past me gives me a very clear sense of my speed the whole time. I think that's what makes me feel as though, like, if there were no particles floating up around me, like this. Whoa, is there geometry over there? I did not know there's geometry in this level. Like architecture. Anyway, like when there are particles floating up around me, it gives me a sense as though, it gives me a very, very clear sense of how fast I'm falling. Whereas if they were not there, I believe I would feel as though I'm just kind of hanging still in the water, and things are, or maybe that the world is moving up around me, and that's not the sensation they're going for. They really want me to feel just this constant velocity, this continuous sinking, this continuous speed, exactly the same all the time. Don't you dare touch me. I see that tail. I see it. I know you're out there. I know you are. Where's the sphere? Where's the sphere? Oh, I'm practically on top of this thing. Gotta keep an eye out for that tail. I don't know what it's gonna do. I do not know. Is it coming towards me? Is it coming towards me? Or is it not coming towards me? What's happening? I gotta keep an eye on the sphere, but I gotta keep an eye on this thing. I can't afford to divide my attention like this. Oh no. Another thing that works really, but holy shit. Oh god, that was close. That was very well timed. Just in time. Fraction of a second later and I would have been dead. Alright. So I'm falling down, and I see that sphere right below me. And if I need to use my ability again, I will, but I don't think I do. It's right under me. I'm on target. I'm on target. I'm on target. I'm just going to use my phasing one more time just to be careful. Oh, I think I wasted that. That's okay. I'm far enough away from it. Now! Holy shit, I'm not far enough away. I'm not far enough away. I'm not far enough away. Holy shit. Holy shit. Use it again. I did it. The snarl. The snarl is defeated. Oh, look, all the cylinders at the bottom are all happy and bouncing. They are happy for me. They are celebrating my success. Oh, what now? Another level? The resolution. Do you think that's the end of the game? Do you think the resolution denotes the final level? I wonder. I hope so. I hope so. I was gonna say, the other thing that works really well in VR for this game is the fact that you are always moving at more or less a constant velocity. Oh, I'm going after that sphere. You're always moving, your acceleration is kept very, very low at all times. And that's one of the ways that you make sure people remain comfortable in VR even when they're moving around. Your downward velocity is pretty much exactly constant, and your sideways velocity is never very big, so your acceleration is naturally constrained. I have a soul. I have a soul. If I didn't have a soul, how would I be surviving as a skeleton of light? I ask you that. Thank you. I will be on my way then. Get out of my head, evil voice. Are those dodecahedra? Is that like a cloud of little dodecahedra? I'm surrounded by D20s. Alright, I'm almost there. Actually, these would be like D12s, wouldn't they? Wrong geodesic solid. Alright. Oh, what's that? What's going on? Oh no, there's tendrils. There's tendrils around the sphere. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't like those sounds. I do not like those sounds one bit. Oh, don't you dare touch me. Don't you dare. It's making, it's like metal crashing. And I'm falling down. Just keep focusing right on the light. Focus on it. Don't give up. Don't give up. I did it. I did it. And suddenly I'm free falling. Credits. Brian A. Spann, creative director. Creative direction. Voices. Oh, he did the voices too. The creative director behind this game also did the evil voice. That is very interesting. Apparently, so the lead creative guy on the project is also the guy talking to you the whole time, telling you how useless you are. That's highly amusing. Alright, so Nathan Jensen, lead programming. Lars Simpkins, additional programming, sound design, and music. Lars, you deserve serious credit for this, because oh my god, the atmosphere and the sounds, like these sounds and how they're positioned in 3D and how it adds to the atmosphere, and how in that last part, just the way that like the scratching ramped up, and everything works brilliantly in the sound design and the music in this game. Given Borthwick, well that's a given. He did the stage artwork. Curtis Rochelle, stage design. A for next page. Publicity by Evolve VR. 3D sound by 3Dception. That is the 3D sound engine they used for their directional spatial sound, which was actually very, very good. I could clearly hear where things were coming from, and it was useful. There's always room for improvement in binaural sound systems, but and like in this case, I don't think it was doing a great job of modeling it, doing things like bouncing off the architecture in the levels, or the way that sound kind of moves through liquids like this. But it's still, they still did as a very good job with this engine. So it really added a lot to it. Free sound samples of Electrocell, Tristan Lohengrin, Corsicus, Metamorphosis, Harry Butt. Okay, now we're just getting into names I can't pronounce. Special thanks to Cryonics Division. Did they unfreeze somebody to make this game? Keijiro Takahashi and David Persiani. Thank you for playing Euclidean. It means the world for people to enjoy our first project together as a small indie studio. We really tried to do something a little bit different, and we'll do our best to keep bringing you strange and interesting new games in the future. From all of us at Alpha Wave, thanks for supporting us. You are welcome, Alpha Wave. Your game was spectacular. You deserve all the cred. And I love this VR menu too, by the way. You can select any stage you want. So these are all the stages. Oh, it tells me how many times I died on each one. So I died 6 times on the first stage, 16 times on the second stage. That one was fucking hard. 1 time for the next stage, 0 on the 4th stage. I kicked ass at that one. 2 times, 7 times, 4 times, 3 times, and just 1 time on the final stage. I assume I can jump directly to any of them. You see that kind of glitchy effect where they're temporarily replaced by random letters? I feel like those kind of glitch effects are even more disturbing in VR, because in VR you're convinced that this is a physical world that is actually surrounding you, and when you see the physical world glitch out, you feel like you are literally like in the Matrix and saw a glitch in the Matrix. You're like, what the fuck was that? That's not right. And I love how they make a menu where the objects, so you have these objects in your near field view and they represent different parts of the menu. And I think this easel was actually your hint that to start the game you need to look up at the moon. Does the moon not approach me except when I'm looking at it? Is that how it works? Okay, I'm gonna look down. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna look at it. Oh, I think it actually resets every time that I look away. Yeah, I think it does. Here are the options. You can also access the start menu at any time by pressing start. That's the other way to get the options, but here you can access them with the telescope. I feel like we're looking out at some tower of rock. This must be our starting place. Like from here, we jump down into the water, and then we fall through the alien water for 12 levels or whatever. How many levels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, looks like 9 levels. The doorstep, the chasm, the awakening, the cage, the descent, the battle, the embrace, the snarl, and the resolution. So this has been Euclidean, and like I said, the atmosphere is amazing. It's a game that fits in VR very well. They took a lot of things that were known to work in VR and they put them together, and they did some awesome art and some awesome level design on top of it. The creatures are truly terrifying, and even the level design is truly terrifying in places. Like with that staircase, I swore I was gonna like die. And SteamVR, like I said, like there was a time back in the Talos Principle days when SteamVR just like was vastly inferior to the Oculus SDK, and games running on SteamVR were not super playable on the Oculus Rift, but this feels like a native game. Performance is great. The calibration is a one-time thing, and it works great. It has the full field of view. There's no noticeable distortion, either chromatic distortion or lens distortion, so the correction is being applied correctly. It works in direct mode, which is so important both for latency as well as just for setting it up comfortably, and for recording it in this monoscopic view you're seeing on your screen. All I have to do is record the mirror window, and I get the game at full 60 frames a second, at full and fully unwarped, which is, I think, the best way to record if you want to show it to an audience that's watching it on their monitors. Unfortunately, it makes it very difficult to record it for people who want to watch in their headsets, but that's been essentially impossible ever since the Oculus Runtime 0.7 came out, or at least since new games were made using it. And I mean, I have minor complaints about this game, like how the captions and all the text was glued to your head, which made it more difficult to move your head to read it. Although, to be fair, your head was moving all over the place, trying to keep an eye on threats in your environment. So I kind of get why they did that, but I think they could make it a little bit more drifty, so it would follow your head but not be literally glued to your face. The body, I think, added a lot to it. Like, just being like a regular like dude falling or person falling down through this water would have been pretty strange, because this is an alien world and there's alien shit going on. So being a glowy green otherworldly skeleton is definitely fitting here, and it seems to be saying something about some kind of theme about it being like an afterlife experience, like you've died and now your goal is to make it through a set of challenges that represent like hell or like the terrors of your life coming back to haunt you. I don't know. And then you get to the end and it's like the bright light of heaven. And it seems to be consistent with some kind of afterlife or otherworldly theme. There's one issue with this menu that I'm going to point out here. It's not usually a problem because things don't usually get super close to your face like this, but if I bring up the start menu here, notice how the legs of this easel are stereoscopically in front, so of this start menu, of this pause menu, but they are being occluded by the pause menu, and this is what I refer to as a stereoscopy occlusion conflict. And it's one of the unfortunate things that's very hard to deal with in a generic way in VR, because you want to be able to bring up this pause menu anywhere, and you want it to be at a comfortable reading distance. This pause menu appears to be about, I guess, 2 meters away and about 2 meters from corner to corner. So it's pretty big, it's pretty far away, and that makes it comfortable to read. Kind of like a big banner on the wall. Unfortunately, that also means anything closer than that is going to have that conflict, and there's no easy way to deal with it. They can move it closer, but then it's like, how do you do that in an adaptive manner? How do you make it look consistent and look good? So you have to deal with all these new problems in VR that you didn't have before. And there's still a lot of room for exploring. I mentioned the issue with the reticle earlier, how it's doubled whenever you're looking at anything very close or very far away. Those are, that might have been a stylistic decision that they felt it was more important to be consistent than to avoid that doubling. And again, like, there's all these trade-offs to make, but I think they did an awesome, wonderful job. And they say this game's going to have Vive support, and I wonder if they're going to do something interesting with the controllers in the Vive, or if it's just going to, obviously you're going to have to control your descent, but I wonder if it's going to actually have you do something with your hands. Maybe you'll like swim in the current with your hands. I don't know what they're going to do. But when I finally get my hands on a Vive consumer unit at home, I'm definitely going to revisit this game and compare the Rift experience to the Vive experience. So yeah, this game is $4. Why are you not buying this game? It's only $4 and it's awesome. If you have a DK2, if you plan on getting a Rift, do not hesitate to pick it up. It is a beautiful experience. It is very, very well done, and it is deserving of your cash. That is all for today. Let me know other games, other demos, other experiences you want to see me play. And I'm still going to continue my longer Let's Plays, but I'd also like to know, like, how interested are you in seeing me continue those, and would you like to see me play some other longer games instead? Because with a game like Wind Waker, like, as awesome as it is, I could very well go for 150 episodes or something, because there's all like the treasure map hunting and all that stuff. Anyway, that I might just do it as a stream. That's what a lot of YouTubers have been doing lately. When something's like super, super long and they have no idea if it's going to be boring, they just do it as a stream, and then they post like highlights. Anyway, that is all for today. Let me know your thoughts. And if you have played this game, let me know your experience with it. And if you were as fucking terrified as I was. Everybody have it great. Every day.